Hello and welcome to Landscape Planning Ideas. During the next few videos, we will guide you through the steps necessary to create your dream landscape and make it come to life. And believe it or not, this can all be done as a do-it-yourself project fairly easily. In this video, we will cover the first 5 steps, so let's get started. Step 1, first you're going to want to assess your current situation and discover what you have to work with. This will be the starting point that we're going to jump off with. Next, you're going to want to go to your local county courthouse and get a copy of the plat of your property. It may cost you a couple of bucks, but it should only take a few minutes to get. And the plat is the official drawing of your property and will show the structures that were on it at the time the plat was drawn. The dimensions that this offers will be of value to us later. So here is an actual plat of a property that we'll be discussing in this video. You're going to now want to pick up a desktop pad. It's usually 17 by 22 inches, a large pad of paper that lays on your desktop. And we'll use this later on for enlarging your existing plat onto it. You can get these at a stationery store for not very much money, $1 or $2, and can even get them at a dollar store often. So step 2 is get out your camera, and we're going to take a lot of pictures. Start with your existing property and shoot it from every angle you can imagine. From the street view, straight on, from the right corner, from the left corner, and straight down the side yard on both sides of the house. Next, go to the back of the, did I mention look down the side yards? I think I did. Now, next, go back to the back of the property and take shots there from every angle you can imagine. And again, look through the side yards again, but this time from the rear looking forward. You might want to take a few shots looking from inside the house. If you happen to have a 2-story house, take some shots from out of the upstairs windows as well, as this will give you almost an aerial view and will reveal a lot about the structure relationships. Don't put the camera away yet, because now we want you to drive through local and regional neighborhoods, taking pictures of any designs that might stimulate ideas for you. I mention local because climate-wise, what works in Arizona and Texas is not likely to work in Maine or New Hampshire. Next, we want you to take pictures of structures that are on your property, things like driveways, power poles, anything out there that might need to be factored into your real property for consideration. Step 3 is we're now going to scale this up on paper. Get back that desk pad we mentioned earlier, and you're going to want to create a large-scale version of your plat, probably three times the size of your actual official plat. And for example, on the plat that I used, it shows down at the bottom, it shows the scale that 1 inch is 40 feet, meaning that 1 inch of line length on the plat represents 40 feet in real life. If you want to triple the size of your plat, then you're going to want to use a scale of 3 inches equals 40 feet to keep things in proportion. Using the photos of the other items you just took, review your property in terms of these other structures, obstacles, permanent items that must be factored into your space layout, and sketch them onto your larger drawing. It is at this point that we can start to think in terms of your outside premises being broken up into rooms. This will offer the basis for some logic and purpose to your design. Before we do that, though, consider this. The significance of scaling and drawing exercise will be obvious when you compare the simplistic plat view of the property I showed you earlier against pictures of the real property the way it really is. So the this is the property that was on the plat, and this first picture shows the front yard, and as you can see, there is some large trees. There is a large flower bed in the center. There's a 50-foot long driveway that you can't see along the right side, and a carport that doesn't show up on the plat, and other items that need to be taken into account, obviously. Go to the back of the real property, and you'll find that there's a steep hill with 19 steps going up and a forest of large trees at the top. I think this makes it clear the point that the importance of assessing your own unique property and situation and getting it onto that larger drawing will make a total difference in how you do your planning. So next, I think I mentioned earlier the idea of beginning to think in terms of rooms. And for example, you're going to want to think about probably a cooking area, a dining or picnic table area, a private relaxation or reading area, maybe an outside game room, or specific areas for whatever outdoor activities you can imagine that you and your family will want to be involved with. While in that thought process, arrange where you're going to put these rooms, meaning that you'll probably want your cooking area to be accessible easily to your kitchen, because you may find yourself wanting to dash back and forth. Also think in terms of where the bathrooms are located for yourselves and for guests to be able to run in and out as required for that convenience. So do your space planning in that way, and place things on, start sketching them more on the paper. Keep an eraser close at hand, because you're going to be sketching and resketching as you go along. So in the next video, we'll review and finalize this process and begin to learn about visualizing. Again, start to refine, draw and redraw, and start that visualizing process. Thing is that most people really don't realize that visualizing is a process. And in our next video, we're going to teach you the process of how to go about visualizing where you're going with this. In the meantime, if you'll subscribe to our YouTube channel, you'll be notified each time we post a new video. And your comments, of course, are always welcome and encouraged. And I also want to make note of the fact that we do offer a no-cost email-based mini course about landscape planning ideas. You should go sign up for that now at LandscapePlanningIdeas.com, and it will be delivered to your email. So check your spam folder and whitelist us or add us to your email address to keep this from going into your spam folder. And check on it daily, because your first lesson will be mailed to you immediately, and I think there are 10 days of it, if I'm not mistaken, so it's fairly thorough. So thanks for watching this video, and we will see you in the next one.